Robcast Radio. We roast the world. Would you want to go? We might about a day. We could tell some jokes, so go get some chocolate cake. Turn up the radio. Please don't swipe us. Please just like us. And do not knock us until you've tried us. Coming at you live from Robcast Radio Station, a porthole directly into your imagination. So turn up the Robcast. Here it goes. Robcast Radio. Tell you a bedtime story. Maybe even tuck you in, baby. Here it goes.
Right. No, do not hit stop. We're fucking gonna hang with that one right there, dude. Keep it. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Once again, it is motherfucking time for Robcast, coming at you live, uncut and unrated from beautiful Brazoria County. Oh, yeah. Coming at you live from Robcast Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as you all know, we'd like to start off your show by saying thank you to the Army, thank you to the Navy, thank you to the Air Force, and thank you to the Marines for doing what you bad motherfuckers do to keep our country free. Thank you, gentlemen, past, present, and future, for your service. There's also a PS to this thank you. At the beginning of every show, we'd like to thank the boys in blue, back to badge. Thank you, police officers, firefighters, and EMTs, all you first responders. Whenever we all run away from danger, you guys are trained to run straight into it, and for that, we give you respect. So rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hold on, because here we motherfucking go. Alright, guys, so rock and roll. Hope you all are as blessed as I feel today. Just to wake up on the right side of the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Just to have woken up. Let me turn this off. We don't have any crackling. No. Oh, so we don't have a bunch of crack-a-lack and popping and stuff going on. Just had to put me on a little old pot of coffee, guys. No sugar. Wow. Oh, so what do we got to talk about today on the old Robcast? It's a few little things, man, like if you got that long strand DNA, tune in, guys, because we're going to talk about it. You know, just like listening to the news and reading the newspaper and stuff like that, I can tell you that just one of these things that I noticed, and I noticed this because every once in a while, if you have to make a trip in the middle of the night, you know, it's between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, have you ever noticed that almost everything, like shootings and stuff like that around town, bad accidents, drinking and driving, it all happens like between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, like right after the bars close, man. Do not be on the road, and do not be at the bar, do not be drinking and driving, man. Life's too short for that kind of stuff. That's why they have Uber, taxi cabs, and friends that do not drink even, maybe. But it's funny how those of us who do not partake in alcohol really don't hang out with a bunch of people that do. You know what I mean? It's like maybe we don't have a whole lot in common. And I'm not saying nothing against it. I mean, there are a lot of people that come in and just have a drink or two, you know, at the end of their shift. Nothing wrong with that. There are also those folks who have a couple of dozen drinks or two at the end of their shift, or during their shift, before their shift, and maybe, who knows. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, what's the old zombie been up to this past week, man? Just trying to get things in order, you know what I'm saying? Trying to live for my mind, my body, and my spirit, just like I try to propagate you guys to do for yourselves, right? Live for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Do a little bit of exercise of all three of those things, and life will be good. But yeah, kind of frustrating to get my motorcycle legal to drive on the road, tagged, inspected, insurance, all of that, and guess what? Then it decides to rain for days and get super cold. When I say super cold in Texas, super cold is anything under about 50 degrees, man. We're used to it being pretty warm here in Texas. But yeah, so that's been the thing. But we did get to go for about a 70-mile motorcycle ride yesterday, just to go see how the old beast ran. And guess what? She did well, and I didn't even, other than almost just totally wiping out, leaving the driveway. I hit a slick spot in the ditch, going up the side of the ditch, going out of the place. Got a little fishtail down the road a little bit, but nothing we couldn't handle. Got it under control, and we made our trip, and we had a blast. Made us a lap around old Brazoria County on motorcycles, and Orvonius Maximus and I went over there, and then I'm kind of glad my oldest brother, he had a motorcycle over there too, and I'm glad he wasn't like on the road with us, because he's one of those mad drivers. Like, dude, he doesn't know, like, I don't think he has a helmet, much less wears a helmet. But we're talking long strand DNA, man. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. And I can't believe, man, I heard this on AM radio the other day that they're looking for someone. They found an eagle somewhere outside of Anahuac that had been shot. This was like around January the 11th, guys. Let me tell you something. That shit ain't cool. Why on earth, man, would you shoot an eagle? And I don't even want to get into that, but I hope they find the people, even, whoever did it. If it was a youngster that was shooting a bird or whatever, didn't know what it was, they need to know, because, that's like a big no-no, like an endangered species type deal, guys. And not to mention, what a beautiful animal. You know what I mean? Wow. I mean, I got to watch these two eagles a couple years ago, and it looked like they were doing like flight maneuvers, and they were teaching the young eagle how to fly, how to do these hunting stuff, and it was very, very cool, right outside of Lake Jackson, Texas. And it's amazing to watch them actually in action, eagles. So yeah, that's kind of messed up. I hope they do find out who shot an eagle. If you have any information, man, about whoever shot that eagle outside Anahuac, that shit ain't cool. That shit's whack, Anahuac. So I'll give you guys more of that story whenever I find out what's what. And from all that bubbling you hear in the background, that means my coffee's about ready. So I'm gonna pause for a brief station identification, and I'll be back to you guys in a moment. Whoa, as Joey Lawrence would say. Almost spilled my coffee. Whoa. Ways to follow this show, guys. You're welcome to listen to the Robcast or any of the other Robcast radio programming on YouTube. Audio will be uploaded onto YouTube. So that's Rob C. Zombie on YouTube. On Facebook, Robert Cole, Zombie in parentheses on Facebook. It's Robert Cole, Zombie in parentheses on Facebook. Twitter, I'm Robert Cole at Robcast Radio on Twitter. Robert Cole at Robcast Radio on Twitter. And let's see, Spreaker Podcast, baby, Robert Cole on Spreaker Podcast. Download the app. Download the Spreaker Podcast app. It's the best podcasting network on the planet Earth, and it's getting better every single day. You can listen to stuff like the Adam Carolla Show. You can listen to the Joe Rogan Experience. You can listen to Ari Shaffir's Skeptic Tank, The Nerdist, Batman on Batman. The list goes on and on. There are a lot of other great podcasts here at Spreaker Podcast. So download the app. Don't forget to follow the show. What you do is go to where it's the information, where my information is, where it says information, and it says created by. Click on my name, Robert Cole. That's where it will allow you to follow the show. It's a little bit tough to do, but I know, I have faith in you. You can do it. Show some love. Follow the show at Spreaker Podcast. Download the app. Booyah! And there was one other thing. Email. Email, if you want to send us an email, if you'd like to do an interview on the show, if you want to be on the show, if you got an idea for the show, or if you want to talk shit about the show, whatever you want to do, you can send us an email and we will get back to you. And that is what is it? It's Radio Robcast at gmail.com. Radio Robcast at gmail.com. Radio Robcast at gmail.com. Radio Robcast at gmail.com. That's where you can drop us a line and let us know then about your day. You can tell us a joke, or hey, let us if you want to do a little old interview, if you want to talk, definitely give me an email and we can talk. So there you have it. A nice fresh cup of hot black coffee. And zombies ready. I'm pretty sad, man, about what's going on in League City and Christine Johnson. I am glad, however, that the League City police did their job. And if you're not familiar with the story, Ann Christine Johnson went missing mid-December. And the last person that had seen her alive was her ex-husband, and he had told the police that his wife was seen getting into a four-door white whatever. He said he was getting into a car with an unknown male, and I mean, I guess they went in and searched his place at first, and then lo and behold, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, they found her body in his garage wrapped in plastic, and they did confirm that it was her. And now her family have been able to put her to rest. So all my prayers go out, and all your prayers should go out to, just send a good harmonious vibe of the universe to Ann Christine Johnson's family and children, siblings, other family members that have had to suffer through this. And we'll get you more on that story. And we may even, talk to some people close to her after that they've had their chance to mourn and do their thing, because I'd like to know more about this story, because I have 4 sisters, and I would like to know how to keep these type of things from happening again. What are the warning signs? What should we look for? Come on, what can we do to try to prevent another young lady like this from losing her life? It's amazing the kind of things that we see on the news, and you think, hey, it's never going to happen to me. It's never going to happen to us. But all too often it happens in our own backyard. So I'm just saying that let's just take a minute and, if there's anything that we can do for her family or whatever, then let's take it upon ourselves to try to help them, make sense of it all and get on with things. Oh man, and I think, like I said, I'm going to try to actually talk to some people, a person in particular that was close to her, but I thought that I would wait until, like I said, they had a chance to mourn and put some of this behind them. I know it's never going to be behind them, and whenever they're ready to talk, maybe we'll have some of them on the Robcast and see what their perspective is, why it happened, and how we can prevent anything like this for happening, especially because the fact that they had children, and that I know at least one of their children had special needs, and that a mother is very, very important to a child with special needs. So rock and roll. So onto something that might be a little bit more entertaining. I think that the next time I am where there are a bunch of drunk people, if you want to fuck with a bunch of drunk people, this is all you have to do, right? Wait until everybody's super drunk. Everybody's all sauced up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Bring out a couple pair of boxing gloves and just put them out on the table. This can't happen at a bar. It's going to have to be at someone's house. And then film it. Film that shit, put it on YouTube, and guess what? It's going to be an amazing video if you all don't end up in jail. I've never done that. Take a couple pair of boxing gloves into some sort of party and wait until everybody's super drunk and then break them out. So you find yourself looking to a higher power, judgment from friends, their opinion, excuses. Do you feel like a higher power, some sort of a divine entity that can understand what's going on in your life? Well, let me tell you something. If you're looking for divinity, it is within you. It's the power within you, free will, willpower, right, that you possess, right? And you have to use and you have to control